Hello everyone, Little Thomas Man here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's not a new series like I promised in the last video. That didn't really work out. Sorry guys, it's okay. It's all okay. But today, as you can see in front of me, these are new blocks. And these new blocks are for Minecraft 1.19. As on Wednesday, the first 1.19 snapshot on Java Edition came out. This added lots of new blocks. Well, maybe not lots, but there's quite a few. Enough to build a house, which is exactly what we're going to be doing today. Building a house out of only 1.18 blocks. I meant 1.19, sorry. And yeah, so this one's going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and take a run through all the blocks in this snapshot. So we have the frog lights, the ochre frog light, the verdant frog light, and the pearlescent frog light. And these are obtained when frogs eat tiny magma cubes. So it should be interesting to put that in a farm and use it in survival. Right here we have the Skulk Block, which has a very interesting sound. And I love the texture of this block. This block is going to be found in the Deep Dark, and we also have the Skulk Vein. I'm not including all the other varieties of Skulk, as I don't see using these. Well, maybe. Yeah, I think Skulk Catalyst could be used. So yeah, Skulk Catalyst and Skulk, and then maybe the Skulk Vein. So the only idea I have for these blocks is like arcade or bowling alley, skating rink floor. You know, I'll figure out something, but most likely it'll be like a carpet or floor of some kind. Then we have the mud blocks. So this is mud. Also a very weird sound. This texture is interesting. When you think of mud, you think of dark brown. This isn't dark brown. This is kind of a grayish color. And Mojang, the lead texture artist for Mojang, Japa, has said that this is not going to change, that it's intended for the mud block to be gray. So I don't really like that, but this is easily something that I will most likely work on in my resource pack, probably changing the mud to brown. Then we have packed mud, which makes a very interesting sound as well. I actually kind of like this one. And this texture kind of reminds me of Deep Slate a little bit. And let me show you what I mean by that. So this is kind of the way I'm seeing this packed mud block, is it's kind of this like these two blocks put together. It's like if the cobbled deep slate and regular deep slate block turned brown and were the same texture. That's kind of what I'm thinking of for the packed mud block. Now right here we have mud bricks, and then the mud bricks also have slab stairs and wall variants. Mud bricks are very interesting. Probably another thing I'll change in my resource pack. The mud blocks are really interesting though. It's great to see Mojang adding different types of blocks. And then we have these kind of out of place blocks, I guess. We have the muddy mangrove roots, and mangrove leaves. I love the roots and the leaves. Once again, this is a really interesting concept with the muddy mangrove roots. Just I wish this wasn't so dark and gray. So yeah, and of course if we have mangrove roots and mangrove leaves, it means a new wood type, the mangrove logs and all of that stuff. And yeah. So we have of course the regular log, which I absolutely love. VidMC pointed out something that this kind of looks like a piece of meat, just this bit right here, just that brown texture, and then you've got the red inside of it. I think it's supposed to be some kind of fish. Then we have the stripped mangrove log, which is Waddles pointed out in his video. It looks alive. I agree. I really love this. It has like bits of brown in it with the red. It's very interesting. This is a very different kind of plank. And then we have the plank, stairs, slab, fences, and then the doors. I love red front doors. Like, whenever I see a red front door in real life, I'm just like, wow, this is so cool. And this is exactly the vibe I'm getting from it. And even this trap door, it's got a circle. It's a circle. I mean, what more could you want from a trapdoor? So these are the blocks that we're going to be using for the build today. And let's see what we can come up with. And these are the shapes that I'm thinking of using. It's a very interesting one for sure. I want to just have it kind of big and grand, and then I want to put a tower in the middle. I don't know what I'm going to use for that stuff though. So I think I'm going to start out by grabbing some of this mud and seeing how it would look in one section. This sound, if you get over the sound, it's pretty good. So like, let's use the mud as this kind of doorway, do that kind of shape, and then do a kind of like a gradient almost on the sides for this packed mud. And let's go up 4 blocks on this one and kind of do that. I don't know. It's interesting, but it could work. And then let's grab the mangrove logs and kind of go up with that. That it could work. I mean, I've seen weirder things. And then come back in here with the gradients. Now we can just come in here and build up. I think this needs to come out a little bit. It's just too close, I feel like. Let's just bring it out here, maybe. Oh, this sound, I'm telling you, I don't know. It's very interesting. Add some more of that. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do. And then come back around and add all this packed mud in here. I feel like some dripstone would also work well with this. I'm not gonna leave it in the final build. Ooh, yeah, I think it would work. Okay, never mind. It doesn't work. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what if we did... Ooh, I like that so much better. And once we add the roof into this build, ooh la la. This is definitely not a color palette I will ever use again, most likely. I feel like some stripped spruce would do well in this build, but, you know, instead of the mangrove logs, I definitely would love to replace this, but I kind of need to figure out some way to use it in this build. I like it. This is a very, very interesting block, though. Very. Now, what do we do about the rest of this? I think it would probably be in my best interest to forget about the original plan and just make a roof and forget about it being multiple stories. Let's work on this tower. Maybe let's try the skull. This is oh. Actually, I'm having an idea. Is this worse? I kind of like it. I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I like it, sort of. Let's try working on this bit now. I want to do something different for this area. So let's do what I've been loving lately. Kind of this little roof pattern. It's very nice. And then we'll have to do something for right here. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get to it. Now let's try mud for this tower. Guess we can build it up a little bit. I don't want it to be a super tall tower. And of course, I can definitely edit the size of it when the rest of the build is finished. Now for the roof. This is going to be Very interesting. I guess I can just replace these with blocks. That'll look good. And then just go up. And I think that shape will work. We'll work on this one now. But I just had a thought. I'm actually building a dirt house because dirt is mud, right? So, I guess I'm building a dirt house. Wow, my very first... No, actually the original Minecraft survival series had a dirt house, so... But still, dirt house. Wow, this is what it's come to. I think if we bring these down a little bit, like that. Yeah, that'll be a little better. Or maybe we just replace these with stairs. That sounds like a better option. And I like the slab at the end, so we'll probably keep that. And this is what we're working with. And then we have this right here that I somehow have to incorporate into this whole thing. You know what? I've seen worse. I mean, this is it's growing on me. That is gonna have to stay. Okay, let's continue. Let's maybe try mixing it up with this one. Try doing a higher roof, like that. This'll do. Now, just to connect it all up, which I'm not as excited about. And, progress, maybe? This is where things are about to get really interesting. I guess we just start by connecting all this. And this lines up, which is great. Then we just need to pop one of those down right there, and that's that section done. Oh, wait. No, no, my worst nightmare. I think I'm just gonna have to put a whole nother wall in right there. And maybe that'll fix all my issues. And I guess I'm gonna have to do the same for right here, as well as just replace this block with mangrove. I have an idea for this. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I don't have an idea for this because mud and skulk are not the same blocks. Maybe down here. Oh. Yeah. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do. And then I've also got this all done. So yeah, that leaves us with the Tower of Doom. I'll raise it a few more blocks. That, and then just do my standard go-to tower roof. And that'll do, as usual. I'm saying a lot of that'll do this video. Well, if you try building a house out of the only 1.18, I keep saying 1.18, out of the only 1.19 blocks out there at the moment, and quite possibly the only ones they're adding, and then you can tell me if that'll do. Okay? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going insane. Seriously, I love all of these blocks. Just building a house out of all of them and only them. It's interesting. Well, here's the base structure done. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I think I've done my best, all things considered. Let me grab the door and the trapdoor and put the door down. This is by far the worst part of the build, but you know what? It'll do. Also, if anyone wants to participate in this challenge as well, go ahead and DM me on Twitter what your results are. I would love to see them. And that's gonna be our windows right there. This trap door. Yes, very interesting. And the windows are placed. Now it's time for decorations. So let's grab the mangrove roots and the mangrove leaves and just kind of see what I can come up with here. I love this leaf texture, by the way. It's something brand new and interesting. I think we could probably use these as like some dead bushes, you know, like, I don't know. We'll just scatter them around in the corners, I guess. Yeah, and then kind of over here, just make it feel like that there are actual bushes that are still alive, and some have just been cared for better than others, that kind of thing. I don't really know. Yeah, kind of like that. So now that let's see. I haven't used this block. I haven't used the frog lights. And this isn't really a block, so it doesn't count. And I've used mud walls. So let's just find a use for these. And maybe a path of some sorts. I just realized there's texture variation in these. Wow. That's awesome. And maybe we could use these. No, those are weird. Like that. Let's grab the regular mud block. Yep, I like it. And then frog light. I know exactly what to do with these. Oh, no, I don't know exactly what to do with these. I'm desperate. And that is every 1.19 block so far in one build. Not bad, if I do say so myself. I'm gonna just get a few good shots that I could possibly use in a thumbnail, you know? You know, gotta do that content creator stuff every once in a while. Yeah, this is definitely pretty good, all things considered. But I kind of like this build. I mean, there are several things that I would change, but considering I could only use 1.19, not 18, TTM, considering I could only use 1.19 blocks, I think I did pretty well. Let me know in the comments how I did. It'd be much appreciated. Wow, okay, that's a weird path. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Hopefully, brand new Igniter SMP episode coming out Tuesday. And I will see you all on the next one. Goodbye.